So good morning everyone, and welcome back over here to the Disney Animal Kingdom Lodge. Coming on over here to check up with my family because, as you can see by the title, we are heading to studios, to Disney's Hollywood Studios, and we got to also do the new boarding pass system at 7 a.m. and we did get a boarding group. However, we did not get a boarding group till 76, so it's gonna be a little bit of time before we get going with that. But I come over here to meet up with my family so then we can take the bus over to Disney's Hollywood Studios. So it's gonna be a really great day. Back to Hollywood Studios. Don't go as often as I want to, but take every opportunity I can. Just like it has been the last few times I've been coming, very empty lobby for the Animal Kingdom Lodge. Still cannot get used to the fact that it is so empty in here. Oh well, it's something I kind of get used to. I'm kind of hoping some of this, like what my mom said, it's kind of one of those once in a lifetime things that we never have to see again. So we kind of take it in as we can. So yeah, definitely a little bit different because of the fact that we do not have to rush to get into the park. Because of the fact that you do not have to be in the park anymore to be able to get a Rise of Resistance pass. So we're able to kind of show up about 15 minutes after park opening, and also there's no insane lines to get in. So that makes it a lot easier doing the 7 a.m. drop before the park opens. Ooh, it's time to come back to Hollywood Studios. Not been like that super long since the last time I came, but I don't come as frequently because of like the whole Rise thing, and it's always so busy. So really think it's gonna be a great day for some Hollywood Studios. Also maybe try to get to do Mickey and Minnie's, because with my mom has been really talking about that non-stop, how she's wanted to do Mickey and Minnie's because it's one of the newer attractions. So we were able to get our things situated with guest relations, and now we are heading down to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway because it's only posting a 30-minute wait. This is kind of one of the big ticket items that my family wants to get done today because it is something they have not done yet. I have done it, at least I have done it. But we're gonna go straight up and just go do Mickey and Minnie's straight out. Just first thing we do. So one of my hopes is that it is only 30 minutes, but it's because it just opened. But the one thing is that they are loading every row, so maybe that should help with the queue line and keep it moving, because I've been watching it, it's just been constantly moving non-stop. So we'll see. So it is 9:24. We'll see if we get to the ride before 10. It's also with the fact that like this has become very popular. I mean, also it's social distancing, but it's become very popular, so they've had to really readjust the line. So they're taking up the whole right side up, like when you come up to the middle, the whole right side right here is just nothing but line. But they also have like got all the social distancing markings all over the place. But we've really been in line, and we've already gone halfway through the outside portion, and we just kept moving. So I think that's a lot to entail for the fact that the ride is loading every vehicle in every row.
What could possibly go wrong? Oh no! I must have hit that track switch! Minnie, let's get that runaway train! Not a chance!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and Hope you had a relaxing ride around the park, and thanks for sticking with me. Hey, picnickers! Told you nothing was gonna go wrong.
So, time to do Toy Story Mania. It's only posting a 20-minute wait, and that's usually one of the shortest waits you'll see for this ride before the pandemic. Now it seems like 20 minutes is like the longest we've seen it at. Whoa! Hey! 237! Woo! 34% accuracy. Yeah, I was still over 100,000 off the bestest hour. Hey! So I ended up with 237,000. I think that's what I usually average when I was coming a lot to Hollywood Studios. But man, so the trick is, so the one trick I can tell you I consistently can get is if you get to the ring toss game, so the third game with the little alien men. If you get the middle section with all the 100 aliens down, it opens up a robot mouth, and that robot mouth opens out every 5 seconds, and it starts out with 500, and you just, as many rings you can get in there, it eats. Then it goes to 1,000, then all the way up to 2,000. So it's an easy way to get a few 10 to 20,000 probably out of that section alone. So, but I think our next plan is to go over and see what maybe Alien Swirling Saucer looks like, and possibly what Slinky Dog looks like. I think Slinky Dog's still posting a 15-minute wait, but we'll check it out. Looking down here, check out, see what Alien Swirling Saucer's wait time looks like. It says 20 minutes on the app. Now again, this is also one of those attractions that is very like fast loading, it's always moving. Because they do load 2 sides at once. You can load up to like 30 plus cars. So you're talking 2 people, you can load up to 6 people every couple of minutes. So we're gonna go over here and do this really quick. So like I said, this is usually one of the faster loading rides, but it's also one of my favorite ones because of the music and everything. Plus the fact that like during the Christmas season they change it and everything. So it's so much fun. Like it's honestly my favorite, one of my favorite attractions in Toy Story Land. I love Slinky Dog, but this one's a lot of fun too. It reminds me a lot of Mater's Junkyard Jamboree out at Disneyland. Oh, it's gonna be a good whip. It's gonna be a good one.
Oh my god.
I still say Toy Story Land is probably one of my top lands at any of the Disney parks. Mostly because I love Toy Story, but I love how they did it. It's done like perfectly for what was needed. I know everyone's like, oh, but it wasn't like Pandora or Star Wars. Nope, but it's done how Toy Story Land needed to be done. Plus, it's got an amazing little coaster in Slinky Dog Dash. I mean, this is a fun little ride. Like a lot of people sleep on this ride, but it's a super fun ride. So we are in line for Slinky Dog Dash, but the line comes all the way down towards the entrance, like where the Toy Story Land sign is. And it's still saying 15 minutes, so I'll be interested to see. So it's 11 o'clock right now, so technically we should be getting on around 11:50. I do know Slinky Dog, I think, is loading every row again because it can distance far enough out. So that's a good thing, so it'll help with the line keep moving pretty fast. It's been about 15 minutes and we're already into the normal queue line. And so this one, it should take a little bit, not quite as long, but I think it's probably another 20-25 from this point.
Here we go.
Little bunny hops. So we only had to wait about 25 to 30 minutes for Slinky Dog Dash, so that ended up not being too bad of a wait. So we ended up getting a return time for Hollywood Studios because Kayla finally showed up, and so we were able to do that. So we're gonna go walk over there, try to do that, and hopefully then have lunch. And by that point, I think our boarding group will be called for Rise of Resistance, and then probably get something like a return time for Smuggler's Run to try to do all that over there. So coming on over here to do Tower of Terror, posting only a 45-minute wait. Compared to the last time we came, it was a very long wait, but I think they were down one of the sides. So it looks like everything is working full capacity today. So just gotta come up here to the entrance just to get on up into the line so we can go right tower. On Tower of Terror today because my camera's still having some weird issues yesterday for Magic, but yeah, I'm gonna just hold on just a little bit longer before I try to record on this because I'm concerned of losing the camera or breaking it. So we're gonna just jump onto this really quick and go to the Twilight Zone. I will say that the set we had for Tower of Terror was probably the best. I mean, there was at least 4 good drops, and then it did a weird like shaky thing where it like shook us a little bit like we were being struck by lightning. So it was really good. Like that was a good set. And the funny thing is, a lot of people don't realize that Tower of Terror is set up to be like randomized for everything. And so it's completely in control. No, you don't get the same number of drops as you do before. I've always had this argument with friends who say that, and I'm like, I can say right now that set we had was definitely more than normal. So the app is saying that we only have 40 minutes to go, but they're up to group 68 right now, and so we're kind of like, should we go ahead and start making our way over there so as soon as they call us we can go ahead and just jump in line and go experience this? Because we were talking about doing Tower, eating, and then doing Rise of Resistance, but it like jumped really fast to what it is now. So I think we're trying to hurry over there and see if we can be there when it's time for our pass. Well, I didn't even think about this. I didn't know the sing-along was back open, so they must not be doing every seat like normal. They must be doing like every other row, and then like only certain seats that are not open. So, but it looks like Mickey and Minnie's is still hanging around a 40-minute wait. I do know this got up to like 300 minutes the very first day it opened, but also that did have fast passes with it as well. So this kind of does show like what happens when you don't have fast pass and you're running at like almost full capacity. Kind of helps keep the line much shorter and actually continues moving, especially with the whole social distancing as well. All right, so we're about 5 groups away. It says 25 minutes. We're about 5 groups away from them calling our boarding group. So we're gonna head into Galaxy's Edge to maybe hang out there. So the second they call our group, we can go right in and ride Rise of Resistance. So even though the other entrance by Toy Story Land is another one of the entrances you can come into, this is the best entrance to go through for Galaxy's Edge, because it really feels like you're going in, you're being transported. You can't see anything from the outside world. And so it's so amazing to come in this way to Galaxy's Edge and see all the stuff. Plus it just feels like you're being transported onto Batuu. Because, you know, this is a whole new planet in the galaxy, so. Yep, but there's Rise of Resistance right there. Got a few more minutes before it's time for our group boarding pass to go up, but I'm really excited because this is honestly now one of my favorite rides at Disney, any Disney park. I think I'm gonna make a decision now is that even though I would like to film this again, I'm going to actually enjoy it for once and look at everything. Now, if there's anything like when we are going through the line that I want to show you guys, I will. But I want to just enjoy it this time because this is the only second time I've ridden it. I really want to enjoy it this time. I'll put it in the card up in the corner. When we went the one time, so you guys can see it. So that if you haven't ridden it or you guys don't mind spoilers, to check that out. So, but I won't report. We still got about 3 groups to go, so probably about another 15-20 minutes at the most. I have not gone through the actual standby because last time I came we went through this fast pass because of the disability pass. So this is the first time I get to go through the standby.
Use the hand sanitizer dispensers.
So, but look at all the foliage through here. So like whenever all this is grown in and like when this is a normal weight, it's gonna be a really lot of there's gonna be a lot of shade and stuff. But I think the whole the good thing with everything with the virtual boarding pass, it helps with keeping the lines down, but also keeps it from this being a super long standby line, because I feel like this line could get upwards of 5 to 6 hours, kind of like what happened with Pandora and Flight of Passage. So definitely best ride. So the second time was even better, and we did sit in the second row, so my family could sit in the front row, and the plexiglass didn't really bother it. I did miss a lot of things I did in the very first time. There's a section where before you get to the drop that apparently Kylo comes out and confronts you, and we didn't know that he did that because every time Kayla had been on it, he hadn't done that. So, but I mean, it's really cool kind of getting just to ride in like the second time and seeing all the things you missed before. So it's a really cool attraction though. Still very much just love walking through Galaxy's Edge. Like the theming is top notch, the environment, the appeal is amazing. You know the one thing I still haven't had though, and I feel like a bad Star Wars fan, is that I still have never had a single thing of blue milk. Still don't really want any either because we just finished eating a huge lunch. So, but yeah, I still just love it. I mean, the full scale like TIE fighter, you know, the ship that Kylo comes out on, all it's like in normal times you would have a lot of the characters walking around, everything else, but like just the look everything has, it's insane.
We'll talk later. Hello, my friends. I am Hondo Onaka, and this is Onaka Transport Solutions. Today, I am offering the opportunity of a lifetime. I need flight crews to transport this valuable merchandise across the galaxy. Pilots to navigate, engineers to operate the ship, and gunners to defend the shipments. And that is where you come in. Flashing button to take off. Pilot on the left. Move your stick to fly right and left. I was just about to say that. Pilot on the right. Go back on the stick to fly up. And push forward to fly down.
Oh, really?
Truly makes flying this thing look easy, hey? Weapons are online.
Oh!
Left pilot, hit the boosters. Now let's go get that coaxial. Right pilot, make the jump to light speed.
Hold it.
explosive dies are protecting the train. Take them out! They've got down to us.
Press the button.
Take evasive action.
Keep pressing. Press it. Keep pressing.
Gunners, we need to defend ourselves. Open fire. There it is. After that train. Fire engineers. Fire the harpoon. Excellent. Now, gunners, shoot the cargo free.
Shoot.
Brakes. My friends, that could have been much worse. Okay, it's much worse. Yes, you got one. Excellent, my friends. The power of the ship. Well, I grabbed the gold.
Press the blinky button, Kendall. So yeah, you can definitely tell we're starting to get towards the end of the day because we're all starting to get very tired and like I keep forgetting to film stuff. But yeah, we did get off of Millennium Falcon, which was funny because we were just having way too much fun. But what I noticed is that they've actually done a thing where to separate out groups is that you have the pilots, the gunners, and the engineers. But between the gunners and the engineer seat, they actually have plexiglass to help be able to actually incorporate people into those rows. Now you can request that you don't, but they might have you do that just because it helps the line keep moving. Well, one of the last rides we have to do is the Rock and Roller Coaster here. Which funny thing was is that early in the year it was not having any fun. It was actually like it was down for like the first 5 days of 2021, so it was off to a great start. But I think this is one of the last few things we have to do. My mom and dad already left. It's just me, Kayla, and my little sister still here. So don't know how much longer we've got though, because I've been here since about 9:15. I gotta tell you what though, that ride is something else. Like that launch, when leaving that station, just is so aggressive. Like, I just forget how fast it goes though. I mean, like that's a very fast launch, but I also have to remember that ride is very old. The fact that that launch is still that aggressive and how smooth it still feels, it's amazing. I mean, you can kind of tell speakers in our car were kind of going out. They were a little more muffled than normal, but I mean, besides that, it was still a crazy amount of fun. So we got to quickly run back over to Galaxy's Edge to go get something really quick, and then we'll probably be leaving right after that. Make one more trip back through Andy's backyard, head on over to Galaxy's Edge. So we got to head over to the lightsaber shop that's in there because Kayla's looking for something, so we need to go in there and quickly look for that before probably making our way out after that. I always laugh because as you come in from Toy Story Land, you then come into Galaxy's Edge this way, and it's a completely different entrance than the other one. So, because like the other one you come in and you're right next to Rise of Resistance, this entrance you're coming in right by the Droids depots, and then of course you keep going down around, you go by the TIE Fighter and the Millennium Falcon. So it's the little transition over from that to this. It's very drastic. You go from Happy Toys and Ant in the backyard to you're on Batuu on Galaxy's Edge on a completely another planet. And that's what it's designed as. So it's so mind-blowing how they do this though. So it just makes me like, it surprises me just like how expensive stuff in this land is. So like to build a droid at the Droid Depot cost about $100. To do the lightsaber thing over at Sabi's workshop, close to $200. And then we went into the shop where they have more of the lightsaber stuff. And like those legacy, like what they call legacy lightsabers, which is the character lightsabers, it's like they're like 140 a piece. I mean, they're super high quality. They're really cool. But like me personally, like if I'm gonna spend $200, I want the Savi Workshop experience that you got when the land first opens. Right now it's modified a little bit, so I wouldn't want to ride it. I wouldn't want to do that then. But I mean, especially if you're spending $200. But I do know that the blade's only about $30 for certain ones. But I mean, just as land alone, you could come out and spend like $400 or $500 in 2 shops. So kind of ridiculous. But I mean, it's Star Wars stuff, and it's really high quality Star Wars stuff. Well, 1 car ride later, we're back to Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge to meet up with my parents and drop Kendall off, because she stayed with us just a little bit longer so she can do Rock and Roller Coaster. But yeah, it was walked in here at like 9 in the morning here, and now it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so spent a lot of time at studios. So we came back up into the room, my parents' room, and there's a couple of giraffes down here. Actually, that one on the left right there at one point was running from that little box all the way over here, so I kind of wish I caught that on camera, but I was too busy being fascinated by it. Also, check out that little bird down there. Well, he's not little, he's a giant bird, but every once in a while there's a pelican hanging out. Yeah, what's kind of cool about the Animal Kingdom Lodge is you can just kind of watch the animals all day long. Oop, here it comes. Alright, so I do know that I am actually back home because I ended up getting caught doing something else, completely forgot, and then realized I got all the way home and didn't film an outro for the video. So overall, really fantastic day at Hollywood Studios, a little bit of time over at Animal Kingdom Lodge for a little bit, but overall just a great day. Got to get on Rise of Resistance, Toy Story Midway Mania, Slinky Dog Dash, Aliens Swimming Saucer, Tower Rockin', Rise of Resistance, and Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. So I mean, overall, and plus it wasn't very busy. And Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway twice, so it wasn't awful today. Like its crowd levels were perfect for what I wanted. So with all that being said, as I do head out for my fantastic trip out to Hollywood Studios, I will see y'all next time.